All you have to do is reach overhead, grab the emergency cord that runs down the center of the tram above you, pull that cord, I'll come back to assist you. If you're having a medical emergency, our trams are equipped with state-of-the-art automated defibrillators for use by trained staff or guests. Also, regarding the emergency cord, if you notice sound or video problems, you can give the cord a pull. I'll come back, check it out. Again, my name is Mike. I'm your guide. Our driver is Terry. Now, you guys check out on the HD screens. Here's a great example on how to pull the emergency cord. That is correct, Frank. Please stay seated when we're moving. Keep arms, legs inside always. Oh no, bad. Big guy knows smoking aloud on the tram. Finally, be prepared for anything like loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and the possibility of getting wet. We have water effects on the back lot. So if you have your cameras out and you see water coming at you, always please protect your cameras. That's it for the safety rules. All right. We are currently in Universal's movie timeline. Check it out, both sides. Great time for me to tell you what's been happening here. Okay, you remember the movie Meet the Parents? Remember Meet the Fockers? We're going to do another one, Little Fockers. It's in pre-production right now. We're getting ready to start filming very soon. In addition to the movies made here, we have major TV shows that film here. CSI, Ghost Whisperer, ABC's Desperate Housewives. I mentioned we're going up with Stereo Lane today. And we're also proud to be home to The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien. Conan tapes The Tonight Show in Stage 1 right here on the Universal Studios front lot. He has some great guests coming up this next week, like Jamie Foxx, Jason Alexander, Ice-T, The Flaming Lips, Serena Williams, Rascal Flatts, and Max Records. So that's going to be a lot of good guests coming up on The Tonight Show this week. All right, we're heading to the studio, but before we get there, here's our hostess, Whoopi Goldberg, to tell us a little more about how Universal Studios came to be.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Universal Studios. Now look. Okay, fine. You're saying to Hollywood? Maybe. But if other studios can have a line or a mouse or something, what is wrong with an Oscar-winning movie? Besides, I know all about this place. I shot my first movie with Steven Spielberg on the Universal backlot, the biggest and busiest fantasy factory in the world. So let's go. Universal got its start in 1912 when visionary Paul London brought his movie company west and opened Universal Pictures. On March 15, 1915, Mr. Lemley invited the public, that's you guys, to visit his studio, and a Universal Studio tour was born.
And thank you so much. She'll be back a little later during the tour. Hey, look, we're about ready to enter the front lot of NBC Universal Studios here. The front lot has the sound stages. One of them is Soundstage 12, one of the largest sound stages in the world. And up on your HD screens, some of the movies that filmed in 12. More recently, we used 12 for our just-opened comedy Couples Retreat starring Vince Vaughn. Last year, 12 used for the hit movie Tropic Thunder. Most of our sound stages are what we call closed sets, meaning that only the immediate cast and crew and invited guests have access. The next time you visit us, though, you may want to consider our VIP experience. On the VIP experience, you become one of those invited guests and you get the opportunity to walk on and explore actual sets used for filming. All right, we've made the turn. Look on your left, stages 25, 24, 23, and 22. Okay, these are currently home to the high-rated drama CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. This show, of course, stars Mark Helgenberger and Lawrence Fishburne. On your right side, the oldest building on the front lot, Soundstage 28. 28 was built over 80 years ago to house the elaborate Paris Opera House sets for the Phantom of the Opera starring Lon Chaney. We filmed some of our thriller, Drag Me to Hell, inside Stage 28. That was in theaters earlier this year. Over on your left side, stage 27, one of the sound stages we're going to be using for Little Fockers. And I'll tell you something, we're surrounded by sound stages. We have another big group of them coming up on the right-hand side. And the sound stages coming up on the right we have used for motion picture production, but we've also used them for much, much more. At this point in the tour, I'm going to bring back our friends from Access Hollywood, Billy Bush and Nancy O'Dell, to tell you a use for the sound stages on the right for something other than motion picture production.
Now it's time to move from big screen to small screen.
Aside from making memorable movies, NBC Universal has a long history of producing hit TV shows, many of which are right here on the Universal Lot.
We've produced and televised some of the biggest shows on network TV. You see a lot of those show titles up on your screens. A couple titles coming up for the Emmy and Peabody award-winning comedies. We are Thursday nights. The Office, starring Steve Carell, which shoots in town here and has filmed on the front lot, and 30 Rock with Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin, which shoots on location in New York City. And congratulations to 30 Rock. Just about 3 weeks ago, 30 Rock received the Primetime Emmy Award for Best Comedy Series. They've won that award 3 years in a row. I mentioned The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien shoots in stage 1 here on the front lot. I wanted to now talk to you about another show of ours on NBC, and in fact there's a big billboard for the show coming up on the right side. The Jay Leno Show. Jay's show airs Monday through Friday nights, airs 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's very, very funny. Great way to relax for the evening and have a lot of laughs. Okay, so in addition to all of the sound stages on the front lot, we have other buildings. For example, on your left side, the bungalows, which house production offices for our television shows and our movies. Speaking of movies, great movie director Alfred Hitchcock directed movies like The Birds, Psycho. His old bungalow coming up on your left, just past the Hasbro bungalow with Mr. Potato Head. We're collaborating with Hasbro on some productions. The next bungalow over, 5195, Alfred Hitchcock's old one. Now the Dino De Laurentiis company uses that bungalow. Check this out on your screens. As many of you probably saw in the news, a fire swept through the historic Universal Studios backlot last year. The fire destroyed the soundstage that housed one of our most famous guests and residents, King Kong. King Kong's house may have burned down, but as you can see, Kong himself escaped the blaze. And we're happy to announce that King Kong is returning to Universal Studios in 2010 in an all-new attraction that features the largest surround digital 3D projection system ever created. And if you look over on the right, there it is, the new home to King Kong. It's gonna be awesome. After you get a look at Kong's new home on the right, on your left, the Metropolitan set area that was affected by the fire. We're in the process of rebuilding all the sets. Right before the fire, a couple productions had filmed here, the TV show 24 and our movie Changeling with Angelina Jolie. Prior to that, great movies like Spider-Man 2 and Transformers filmed in the Metropolitan set area. Currently, part of that area is used by the popular show Ghost Whisperer. Now we have other great sets here on the back lot, like the bridge on your right. This bridge, getting ready for a production called Dances with Wolves 2. The scene involves explosions. They've asked that we not use any cell phones or wireless devices in the area.